welcome back to the Lovin Meets show. Today we got to sit down with Reema Mahajan, who has helped build a vibrant community of 100,000 Indian women in the UAE. And of course, this is all in line with the Indian Independence Day.
We'd really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Meets show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we are joined by Reema Mahajan, who has built a thriving community of 100,000 Indian women in the UAE. She's dedicated to helping them balance new opportunities with their cultural roots as we celebrate Indian Independence Day. We look forward to hearing her inspiring journey and insights. Welcome to the show, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you ladies for having me.
Thank you for being here and happy Independence Day.
Yeah, thank you for celebrating with us.
Of course, we'd love celebrating it. I wanted to start off a little bit easy. So as we celebrate India's Independence Day, what does freedom mean to you personally?
So freedom is a precious gift, right? And every year when we celebrate Indian Independence Day, we salute to the superheroes, the fighters, our forefathers who fought for our independence for years to get us the freedom that we celebrate today. And we've come a long way in the this is our 78th Independence Day. So we've come a long way in the 78 years, but it's been a beautiful journey of us celebrating that freedom and, feeling free. And I think every Indian is proud of this day.
Well, of course, let's put history aside, but what does freedom mean for Indian women expats in the UAE?
Freedom, so see, UAE is home away from home for all of us, right? And this land is the land of opportunities. So freedom here means our abilities to do whatever we want in a very safe environment, in the infrastructure that the UAE government has helped, and with the open arms that UAE welcomes us. So I think every Indian woman feels so much safer here and is free to follow her passion, pursue what she wants to do. And that is what UAE as the land of opportunities gives us.
All right, so how do you reflect this in your work with Indian women in the UAE, or also the ones living abroad?
So Indian Women in UAE is an initiative to put together the Indian expat community here through the women, essentially. So we aim to reach out today to more than 100,000 families through the women who are our members. And we aim to build confidence in women. So confidence socially, because we're all expats here. We've left our friends and family back home. We try to be the family away from family. We are that social support system where women come to when they're in need, when they just need a listening ear. Sometimes they need to mingle. Sometimes they need friends. Sometimes they need people with similar interests. So we run forums such as book clubs where women come together. We run food groups for the foodies in town. We run sari clubs for the women who love to wear saris. So that's a social aspect of Indian women in Dubai. And we also have a business. So what happens, because we're expats and a lot of the women are trailing spouses, right? So Indian women would move here because the husbands in the family got a better job here. And for the family, it makes sense for them to move. But the women in a lot of cases leave behind their blazing careers in India or other places, right? So we are launching an army of women entrepreneurs. Today, we have more than 5,000 women entrepreneurs starting careers who come on our community, who work with the community to grow, prosper. We run a network called Indian Women Network, and we have more than 150 subscribed entrepreneurs who are working on marketing, money, and mindset to grow their businesses. And that's how Indian Women in Dubai supports the women in Dubai.
Well, it's amazing because of course,
we're expats.
We're both expats, and we can relate to that because we when you move to a different country, you kind of maybe can dissociate from your own, of course, culture and identity. So in what ways do you think your platform has helped Indian women stay connected to their cultural roots? Because that's really hard.
It is really hard. But Indian Women in Dubai was born when I moved here from London, and I basically missed home and did not have friends. So I wanted to find my girls, and that is how the initial platform was born. During COVID, we did a lot of work with women because we could feel the stress in the system, the emotional stress, the physical stress, the financial stress. And that's how the real community that we see today is born. How we connect women to the cultural roots is we keep the India alive outside of India. So today is Independence Day. I'm very proudly dressed in the Indian flag, right?
It looks amazing, by the way.
Thank you, and I'm very proud of my culture, and I come from the land of 1 billion people, but it's unique in its own way, and we have a cultural heritage which we all Indians are very proud of. And we celebrate Diwali with the same pomp and show that we would have done back home. In fact, even bigger and better here, because the whole community comes back here. So, Diwali, Holi, our festivals, we don't let the people here forget the roots. We try and bring those traditions back here as much as we can and unite the community. And, anything happens in India, we run WhatsApp groups where there are ladies only from India. People are more concerned about Indian elections here than you would see in India, right?
Yes,
but that's because the patriotism say we still want to be connected to our home, to our roots.
Definitely, I feel like the roots are very much still evident. You can see that here. You can see the celebrations here, whether they're on the streets or during Diwali. You can see the vibes, you can see the energy. It's still very much still alive, and it's really, really great to see. So I wanted to ask, what role do you think education and financial independence play in the empowerment of women?
Very important. I'm very blessed that I come from an educated background. I did my IIT in India, and I did my MBA from IIM Bangalore, and very privileged that those are the top 2 institutions in India. And I think the foundation that those 2 institutions gave me helped me to become what I am today. And it's similar for all women. We need to be financially independent today. And I'm very glad, we work with the entrepreneurs who recognize the importance of financial independence. And the more women have a voice, the more the society will get empowered, right? Because when you empower women, the whole family gets empowered. You're not changing one life, you're changing the whole family's trajectory of growth, of passion, of where they go. So I think women need to have a voice, and women should absolutely be financially independent today.
I feel like sometimes they forget.
They do forget because we play multiple roles, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, I'm a mom, I'm a housemaker, I am a daughter, I'm a daughter-in-law, and women want to be perfectionists in every role. And doing all of these roles, they forget themselves, they forget self-care, they forget their own identity. But then later in stage, when your kids are settled and you have an empty nest and your husband is he's done his job, he's had his career, women think, what have I done for myself? And then sometimes it gets too late. So I think women need to realize early on that you need to be a good mother, a good wife, a good daughter-in-law, but you also need to find your own identity and be happy with what you are doing, basically. And I think I just feel women need to have a voice more and more in there.
100%.
I mean, I love how I want to pinpoint something how you said financial independence, because literally as women don't really realize the importance of it, and you have a community out there maybe that's dedicated to all Indian women to maybe raise awareness on the importance of that. So if you can share a success story from your community regarding financial independence, business, and so on.
Absolutely. So something which we do in our community is celebrate women, and we do an event called Indian Women Awards. We are running into season 4 now. It's on September 14th this year, and what we do is every year we celebrate the top 30 women achievers in the community, and all of these women are financially independent, running their own businesses, following their passion. We have a variety of areas like photographers, entrepreneurs, everyone. And if you hear the stories of women who worked with us from season 1, women have moved from studio apartments to 1 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms to hiring a warehouse today for the businesses they've been running. And that's how the community comes together to support small businesses. When you support a small business, you're supporting an entrepreneur's dream, and IWD actually supports that full-fledgedly.
I feel like this is it really, really shows how a small idea, an idea can grow into something that can change a woman's life completely. The trajectory of her life can completely change just because a community of women came together to empower each other. It would make such a difference. It's really inspiring to see.
Absolutely. I live by the quote, and I say that multiple times when we meet in the community. When women support each other, incredible things can happen.
Agreed. Agreed, for sure, 100%. Well, for Indian women who are new to the UAE, of course, moving to a new country might make you feel in a way isolated or maybe overwhelmed. So what practical advice or support can your community offer to help?
You'll be very surprised to see we are still growing, 3 years in now, and every day we act on our Facebook community, we accept more than like 100, 200 requests. And most of these women are either from India or across the globe looking to move to UAE. So they come to our community to ask questions like, where should I live? Which school should my kids go to? Which doctor can I go to in town? Very basic questions that you need when you move to a new town. And you'll be surprised, I don't answer them. My team doesn't answer them. We have a community run by the women. The community comes back and answers them. When you ask a question on our community, Gulf News covered us as the Google for Indian women Dubai. You ask us a question, you fire away a recommendation on the group. Women on the community will come and support you. And we run a network by the women for the women. Right now, me and my team are just quality checkers. That's it. The whole community of 60, 70,000 women sitting on the Facebook community would come and support each other. And it's not only when they're moving into UAE. Sometimes you move here and you have downtimes. You're not going through, you face hurdles in life. Women come and share their stories, and the support they get and the help they get. Women have come forward and helped anonymously so many times just to give back. And it's a great way to give back. You're online, you're at home, but you're supporting someone, and it's beautiful. And everybody wants to be a part of that.
And it makes such a difference. I feel like it's so amazing to see, and it will really, really help the people who just moved here, but also who have lived here and just have a few questions that they need answered from the rest of the women in the community. So, in honor of India's Independence Day, what future do you hope for Indian women in India and here in the UAE?
This journey has just started. I think everybody has started noticing India now, but the journey has just started, and there's so much more coming for all Indian women in UAE. I would like to urge that if somebody's watching this show and you're not a part of our network, please come find us. We are that support system where you give and you get back, and everybody needs that family away from family, being away from home.
Well, if you would want to give a direction to your viewers, how can they find you?
Please find us on Instagram, Facebook. We are also there on WhatsApp. We are there on LinkedIn, whatever social media. We are even there on TikTok. If whatever social media channel you pursue, you follow, look up Indian Women in Dubai, and we'll connect you to some more like-minded women who share common interests with you. Whether you're a book lover, you're a sari lover, you're a foodie, you just want to find support in the community. Whether you're an ambitious entrepreneur, I think we can support your dreams. Come join us.
Well, thank you so much, Reema, for joining us. You empowered us, and of course, you are empowering a lot of women. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much, Farah, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As well, this brings us to the end of the show. Stay tuned tomorrow, same time, same place. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Namaste.